I remember it like it was yesterday. One of my team members said something during our daily call that really struck me. I could tell he was tired, but he was the people pleaser type who never wanted to disappoint anyone. Guys, he said, I'm going to take the next couple of weeks off, but if anything comes up, I'll have my phone on me. You can just shoot me a message and I'll jump in right away. And thinking about it now, it's just hard not to wince. He thought that this approach was the productive and responsible one. And I admit, our whole team, myself included, had gotten caught up in this trap. Back in the day, I was working all the time, including weekends and holidays. It wasn't unusual for me to be up till 5 a.m. I just needed to make sure that I was done with all my work. And even when I was on vacation with my lovely family, surrounded by breathtaking new scenery, I would instinctively reach for my phone and check for work updates. My mind would swarm with all kinds of questions. How's that Facebook campaign going? What happened with that blog post? Did I add this specific meeting to my calendar? And even though I was physically there, I wasn't actually there. A lot of us struggle to truly unplug from work. And I can tell you from experience, it's not a recipe for success. You need to take time off and put clear boundaries in place to respect that time off. It may not be the most intuitive thing to do at first, but trust me, it's a crucial part of your long-term success. I had to come up with clear guidelines for what I and my team members would and wouldn't allow during our time off, as well as what my schedule and work lifestyle looked like in general. And here are some of the boundaries I came up with. No work after 6 p.m., no working weekends or holidays, no messaging or on Messenger, Viber, Skype, WhatsApp, or any other personal channels. Use only one channel, Slack in our case, for work communication. And if there is an emergency, then I can be tagged on Slack. I'll only respond to emergencies. Otherwise, it will wait until I go back into work. And each one of these boundaries is clearly defined. They let everyone know what is and what isn't allowed, not just for you, but for your entire team. Choose how you will, and more importantly, won't communicate. When you take off, set your email to autorespond, letting anyone who emails you know that you're unavailable. If you don't make your boundaries clear and simple, then most of the time others won't respect them. And it's not because they don't respect you, but because people need things to be clear and simple. They need them to be straight to the point. And this is maybe even more important when you manage a team. For everyone to have mutual boundaries and mutual respect, everyone needs to be on the same page. Boundaries help you avoid the breakdown between the line of where work ends and time off begins. When I started taking my time off seriously and respecting my own boundaries, I discovered something amazing. Because I was getting the rest and relaxation I needed, I was able to come up with fresh and new ideas and perspectives. Not only was I recharging so I could go back into work feeling normal, I was actually feeling even better than before, with new insights that I wouldn't have had on a normal workday. The feeling of overwhelm was gone. And you've probably noticed how after a 7-hour day of sitting on your desk, it's a lot harder to get anything meaningful done in that last hour. Despite trying to pay attention and plow ahead, your brain is maxed out on its ability to focus on the same task. If you reach this point and find yourself beginning to spin your wheels, it no longer makes sense to stay in work mode. At this rate, you might as well be walking your dog or spending your time doing something you actually enjoy. Once you hit that ceiling, you run the serious risk of burnout. You can't think, you can't come up with fresh ideas, and it's harder to be there for the people you want to be there for. Clear boundaries create a healthy work-life balance, allowing you to be true to both of your life perspectives, personal and professional. That's how you get the energy to show up every single time. That's how you come up with new ideas and insights. That's how you maintain your excitement and focus. So go ahead and put down your phone. If you need permission to do so, I'll be glad to be that person for you. Not only that, I'm urging you to start implementing more time off in your life so you can start reaping the benefits.